轩宇。Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to our online YouTube live stream. This is Scarlett. I'm from China Sunny Group. Our company is well known for its innovative and efficient solutions in the recycling industry, helping business worldwide recover valuable materials from end-of-life scraps like solar panels, lithium battery, and paper plastic composite material like Tetra Pak, paper cups, and some aluminum plastic composite material like ACP or medical blister and UV, etc. Today we are in the factory of one of our customer sets in Jiangsu province in the eastern part of China. Today I'm excited to take you on an exclusive tour of our Tetra Pak recycling facility in China, where advanced technology meets environmental responsibility. And you will see how our high capacity Tetra Pak recycling machine combined with fully operation and works in real action, and how package can truly become a valuable resource. Actually, this Jiangsu customer has done an incredible job setting up this facility. It's a great example of how companies like them can truly adopt circular economic practices with real industrial impact. This entire line is automated, energy efficient, and is designed with low maintenance, ensuring long-term and cost-effective operations. Okay, now let's dive into the world of sustainable recycling. Right from the beginning of the line. Okay, now here you can see this is the first machine of our line. It's the hydraulic cutting machine. Why we use this machine? Because some of the raw material we collect from its industrial waste from the manufacturers. It's in big rolls. Like over here, we can see the raw material is in rolls. For this type of rolls, you cannot shred directly because it's very big. So we need to use the hydraulic shear to cut the paper roll into half. In this way, it will be easier for the following shredding process. Now, let's take a look at the material. This material are after cutting. It's a hydraulic system, so you load the paper roll here under the cutter, and then you can see this is a oil tank. The hydraulic cutter will cut the paper roll into half. And then we have an overhead crane to move all the material to the double shaft shredder for shredding. Later, we will show you how this machine works. Please stay with us. If you have any question during the lab demonstration, please don't forget to leave the message in the live chat. We will check and reply you throughout the live stream. 我们来这边吧。This facility is running our 2 tons per hour Tetra Pak recycling line, but the actual production capacity actually can reach 3 tons per hour, no problem. It's specially designed for handling multi-layer packaging waste, like juice boxes, milk cartons, and other composite beverage cartons. If you have any question about the process or technology, please feel free to drop them in the live chat. I will be answering them for you immediately. After this material movement, we will show you another paper roll. 一会儿能不能试一卷，切割一下，然后对，正在直播，一会儿把这个标走。After we move this material to the double shaft shredder area, then we will use this paper roll, to show you how the machine works. This cap, and then we have an overhead crane to move the paper roll to the hydraulic cutter. Please don't forget to give us a like and share and subscribe our channel for in the future for more lab demonstration. From time to time, we have some YouTube live streaming to show our different machine online test running. For example, days ago, we had another lab demonstration to show you our solar panel recycling line. Today, we are in the Jiangsu customer set to show you the real factory operation conditions. After cutting, this is the cardboard core. The core of the paper roll is very thick. So we remove the cardboard core out, and the Tetra Pak film will go to the double shaft shredder for shredding. This cardboard core, they will just sell directly to the downstream buyers. They collect this and then reuse it in the paper mill directly. If you don't have such an overhead crane, you can just use forklift. Forklift also works. Here's another half of the row. This machine, the cutting width is around 2.5 meter. It means as long as your paper roll is within 2.5 meter, then you can use this machine to cut it into half. We have to remove the other half to the double shaft shredding area for shredding. If you have any question about the processing and the technology during the live streaming, please don't forget to leave message to the live chat. We will answering during the live stream. Of course, if your raw material is not like this, such big size, if it's only small size Tetra Paks, you don't need this machine. This material, because it's in big roll, we have to cut, first step, cut it into half. Second step, use the double shaft shredder for shredding. During shredding, as you can see, we are using automatic feeding loader with hydraulic grab arm. You can also call it a grapple, hydraulic grapple loader. Hi, thanks for the message. Good morning, Sean. Thank you. If you have any question about the machine, about the process or technology, please feel free to drop your message in the live chat. We are using a grapple right now to load the material into the double shaft shredder for shredding. YouTube 是不是断网？我的热点怎么断了一下？没有，现在2点整。Okay. If there is any problem about the sound or about the picture, please remember to remind us in the live chat. Thank you. The graph is loaded a heavy-duty double shaft shredder for shredding. This shredder can shred material into smaller pieces around 15 centimeter long and 5 meter wide. Because of the space limitation, this customer didn't combine the double shaft shredder with the paper plastic separation. So after shredding the material, we use a horizontal baler to make it into bale, and then use a forklift to move the material into the feeding position of the paper plastic separation. Okay, now let's see the hydraulic cutting system. We use the overhead crane to lift the paper roll to the cutter. This hydraulic cutter is not only can be used in this system. If you have the aluminum plastic composite film, before recycling, before shredding, we also recommend you use the hydraulic shear to cut the paper roll into half. Okay, now we move the roll into the cutting area. This material are directly from the Tetra Pak manufacturing, Tetra Pak factories. Production waste, defective material. So you load the material here and fix it in the middle position, and then remove the strap. Here is the control button or worker press starch, and then the cutter will automatically cut the paper roll into half. It's hydraulic, there will be a sound. Hydraulic pressing and cutting. As you can see, it's very powerful. And then we remove the cardboard middle core, remove it. This cardboard core will be waiting for transport to the downstream buyers. And then the material will be moved to the double shaft shredder for shredding. Here's the cardboard. Okay, now let's go to the double shaft shredder again. The grapple, later we remove all the material here waiting for shredding. And this grapple will grab all the material, gradually feed into the double shaft shredder for shredding. Normally, it depends on your raw material conditions. If your raw material is some, waste material, waste Tetra Pak, after shredding, we will use magnetic separation to separate the air material inside. If your material is only industrial waste, it's very clean, then you can also just after shredding goes to the baler directly. Now let's see the shredding and the baling. This is a horizontal baler. After shredding, through a discharge the belt conveyor, the material fall down directly to the horizontal baler. This baler is a semi-automatic. So as you can see, we have an operator here to thread the strapping rope. This is PP rope used for some light material baling, like the cardboard or paper or Tetra Pak waste. Material fall down to the hydraulic baler, and then it's hydraulic. There is a pressing plate to press all the material all the way here, and then we got finally we got a bale around 1.5 meter long. And then as you can see here, we have forklift to remove the cardboard, remove the Tetra Pak bale to the material feeding area. Here as you see this material after shredding. After shredding, materials are shredded into around 15 centimeter long and 5 meter wide small pieces. It's easier for the following paper plastic separation process. If you have any question during this process, please don't forget to drop your message in the live chat. You can see the pressing plate is working right now to push all the material to one side of the machine and then discharge. We also have a fully automatic horizontal cardboard baler. If you want to save much more labor, and we have automatic threading system and automatic baling. The whole process will be automatic. This is a semi-automatic machine. You need to manually thread the rope and manually discharge. This material after shredding. And then the forklift will move the bale to the paper plastic separation area. Okay, now let's go to see the main part of the system, the paper plastic separation part. As you can see here, we have a lot of paper pulp finished production and waiting for delivery. We have the downstream buyers. They will come here to load it into the truck and then move it away. Let's see the details of the cardboard quality. You can see it's very clean. You cannot obviously cannot see any impurities. There's no plastic remaining. It's high purity. Back of us, as you can see, this is the plant, paper plastic separation plant. The overall capacity is around 2.5 tons per hour, but the actual production capacity can reach 3 tons per hour, more than 3 tons per hour, no problem. Thank you everyone for joining us on this live stream. As here you can see, there are some other materials waiting to be recycled. These are the trimming material. It's already smaller size. For this type of material, you don't need to do the shredding. You can feed directly to the paper and the plastic separation area. These are the trimming material, trimming of the Tetra Pak. Here is the raw material loading area. As you can see, there is another grapple. There's another grapple to load the material into the system. Here we have a buffer silo, a material temporarily for material storage, a buffer silo. It's used for saving labor. If you don't use this, you always need one labor to gradually feed the material buffer silo for our customer for saving labor. So you just use the grapple to load all the material into the buffer silo, and then as you can see here, it will automatically feed the material little by little evenly. This buffer feeding hopper is designed to temporarily store and steadily feed the bulk materials into the separation equipment. It helps maintain a continuous production flow and reduce the impact of material fluctuation. There are several key features. First of all, it acts as an intermediate storage between the material loading and the processing. Secondly, it ensures stable and controlled feeding rate. Thirdly, it's suitable for shredded material such as Tetra Pak, aluminum plastic film, plastic flakes, or paper scraps. Lastly, it can be equipped with screw conveyors or chain conveyors, belt conveyors, or vibration feeders for automated discharge. You can also call it as buffer bin, feeding silo, or storage hopper with conveyor. Okay, After this, as you can see, we have a discharge belt conveyor to convey all the material into the paper plastic separator. This machine is all separator. This machine can automatically remove the paper pulp from the fiber, from the plastic film. Let's go to the other direction. This machine is designed to handle the multi-layer packaging materials. It's suitable for handle the unique characteristics of Tetra Pak materials. We have water at a flow rate of around 250 cubic meter water is injected into the machine. It's in circular running. So as you can see, there is a big motor. There is a big motor over there. The motor will drive the main shaft to rotate, and there are a lot of blades on the main shaft. So during the operation, main shaft will keep rotation, and the blades will grab the material and grind the paper fiber into pulp and fall down. The paper pulp will fall down to the collection tank. As for the plastic film, aluminum plastic film will go to the next stage for discharging. This is the discharging belt conveyor for the aluminum plastic film. The paper pulp will go through the pipeline, will go to this pulp storage tank. This is a pulp storage tank. You can show the details. Inside is the paper pulp. So this is the first step, paper and plastic separation. After this step, we have the pulp and waste separation process, which is the slag and pulp separator. The slag and pulp separator is specially used to extract the plastic filaments and remove the impurities. Over here you can see 1 and 2. This is called pulp and slag separation. Because after first stage separation, there might be still some small quantity plastic into the paper pulp. So we use the slag separator to remove the impurities. Also, here, as you can see, this one, we call it a high pressure screen. The high pressure screen also plays a key role in fine separation. This unit handles plastic particles that remain in the pulp. It works under pressure, forcing the pulp through fine slots and letting the clean fibers pass through while rejecting plastic residues. This ensures the higher purity pulp output with minimal fiber loss and supports continuous and automatic operation. After the high pressure screen through the filtration process. On the top of the system, as you can see, we have an inclined screen. This inclined screen is for first step dehydration. Let's go to the other side to see the machine in details. This factory has been running for years. You see right now they are still in full operation, and this is the control panel. We have the control system. This is the design room to control the power cabinet. We can design the control panel based on your requirements, whether it can be button control or PLC touchscreen control, depends on your requirements. After the paper slag separation here, and the paper pulp will be pumped into the dehydration system to remove the water. That is an inclined screen. The first step, removal, the water removal. The inclined screen is especially used in some bigger capacity line. The production capacity is big. As you can see, we use the screen to control the pulp. Pulp remain on the top and the water fall through the screen and fall down. Here is a water tank. All the water in the system through different water pump will go to the water tank for circular use. After the inclined screen, we have a rotary screen for second step dehydration. That is a rotary screen. Rotary screen for second step dehydration. So in this line, we have a double stage dehydration process. The rotary screen is a universal screening machine. It's simple to operate and maintain. It works by rotating the drum screen, lifting the material to a certain height, and allowing it to fall under the force of gravity. This rotary drum uses high-strength nylon mesh with customizable screen hole size, depending on the process requirements. Here you are seeing the aluminum plastic film, the polyol film. After the paper plastic separator, the polyol film will be discharged. Here we can see several belt conveyor will move the material to a horizontal baler for baling. After making it into a big bale, and then we can use a truck to move to transport this material to the downstream buyers. There are several functions of this aluminum plastic film. First of all, you can use it as a pelletizing process. Use some pelletizing to make it into plastic pellets, and it can be used for making all kinds of plastic products. Secondly, this material can be used for pyrolysis process. During pyrolysis process, the plastic will be turned into oil, and the remaining aluminum can be reused in aluminum industry. And lastly, you can also, you can also transport this material to the for burning it, turn it into energy. Here you can see we have another horizontal baler. The output plastic film will go to the horizontal baler for baling to further extract the water content. This is also a semi-automatic one. We normally use the semi-automatic horizontal baler. The semi-automatic baler, there is one simple method to check whether it's semi-automatic or full automatic. For semi-automatic one, there is a front door, it helps to further press the material. For fully automatic one, there is no front door, so the bale will come out one by one automatically. For this semi-automatic one, as you can see, after each bale, you have to use one lever here to manually thread the paper rope, this side and that side. After pressing enough material, the rope will go to the other direction, and we use one lever to thread the rope. This is the plastic film. And over there you can see the paper pulp. After the dehydration process, it will go to the last step. It's the pulp recovery with paper pulp filter press. This is our paper pulp filter press equipment. It is used to further extract the water inside the paper pulp. After the rotary dehydrator, the paper pulp will fall onto the polyester belt and go through different stages of pressing rulers to remove the water and form compressed paper sheets. The paper sheets can be directly reused in the paper mill for paper making industry, for making some paper or cardboard. the fiber. As you know, the paper fiber, paper pulp inside the Tetra Pak are very high quality. It's very long fiber. So it can be directly used in a lot of paper industry. Now let's see the paper filter. This is the paper filtration press and filter equipment. As you can see, here is the motor and the reducer. The motor and the reducer drives the polyester belt. The main shaft, the motor drives the main shaft to rotate and move in the polyester belt. The pulp is pumped onto the polyester belt, where it's evenly spread and pressed between two layers of the belt. After filter press, the paper pulp will go to another horizontal baler for baling. As you can see now, we are discharging one bale and use a forklift to remove the paper bale. If you have any question during the lab demonstration, please don't forget to drop your question to the lab chat. Now we are using forklift to remove the paper pulp cardboard. This is the pulp storage area. The forklift will move the cardboard, move the paper pulp storage here and waiting for the truck to transport to the downstream buyers. They sell the paper pulp directly to paper mills. We also have several customers. They have press equipment. You can use water pump the paper pulp into your paper mills directly. Combine the machine with your paper mill directly. You see now we have one operator. They are threading the PP roll, and later we will discharge one aluminum plastic composite film into a bale. If you have any question about this process or about the technology, please don't forget to drop your question to the lab chat. You see one operator here is required. They move to the other side of the machine and manually tie the rope. Our company produces a lot of different type of hydraulic baling machine. Vertical baler, horizontal baler, metal baler, cardboard baler. We have the operator holding the remote control button and to open the door and then automatically discharge the bale. Then the forklift will remove the aluminum plastic composite film bale to the other direction of the factory, waiting for truck loading. Okay. Now the forklift moves the aluminum plastic film to the other side of the factory for storage. Now the door will be closed and waiting for the next round of production. It's the filter press equipment. After filtration, we get the paper pulp for the material. This filter press equipment is, as you can see, it's a very big size. It's specially designed for the higher capacity customer. So what happens to the materials after separation? This recovered paper pulp is very clean. As you can see, it's very clean. There's obviously no impurities remaining. It's suitable for reuse in paper making or cardboard production. As for the plastic film, plastic and aluminum residue, it can be further processed depending on your local requirements, either for energy recovery, pelletizing, or used as raw materials in construction. This process truly embodies the concept of turning waste into value. This is the full discharge of the paper pulp. Around 5 minutes, another bale can be discharged. So you can see the capacity is very high. This is the pulp filter press process. After the filter press equipment, the water content inside the paper pulp is around 75%. And then we use this hydraulic baler to make it into bale to further extract the water. After the baler, the water content inside the cardboard, inside the paper pulp can be controlled around 65%. 65%. If you have a similar material like them, like the Tetra Pak, milk carton, juice boxes, or paper cups, or other type of paper plastic composite film, you can use this line to remove the paper pulp, separate the plastic film, and turn the scrap, turn the waste truly into a valuable resource. Several minutes, there will be another bale discharged. Hi Frank, thank you for your message. Where do you get so many milk cartons? Well, it depends on your market. This customer, their material are mainly coming from the manufacturer of the milk cartons. So they don't recycle the city waste. They just recycle the industrial waste. Do you have this type of material? In which country are you from? Frank, which country are you from? Leave us your email or contact information to us. You can find our email and WhatsApp number on this description of this live demonstration. After the live streaming, we will contact you and provide you more detailed information about this line. We will also send you more information about the raw material and the output material cost for reference. Actually, you know, in a lot of countries, this type of milk carton is just regarded as waste material. there's no good solution for recycling and turning the separate the paper pulp. Most of the customer, they just after shredding, put it into landfill or even put it to furnace for burning and turn it to energy. But this is not maximum recovery, maximum resource recovery. If you want to maximum the recovery rate, we suggest you consider this line. You can use this line to effectively separate the paper pulp from the plastic film, and each output material will be put into the second life. Also, in a lot of countries, they are also providing, the government is providing some grants for recycling this type of waste material. You see, after several minutes, we have another paper pulp bale comes out. Okay. After we checking this discharge paper pulp discharging, then we will go back to the feeding position to see the material feeding.我这热点总是隔一段时间就断开。
没事没事，要不然没说你要往上。
Okay, now another paper pulp briquette is discharged. The forklift will move it to the storage area. If you have any other question about the process or technology, please feel free to drop your question here in the live chat. See the paper pulp in details again. High purity. Okay, now let's go to the material feeding area to check the feeding. So let's see how many labors are required for this line. It depends on your processing capacity for this line. As you can see, we use one labor here handling the two baler and another labor to drive the forklift to remove the discharged material. That will be two labor. Over here, the pulp separation area, we have another labor, another operator to take care of the pulp separation equipment. 3 labor in total. And for the raw material feeding area, we have another labor, so totally 4 labor. It's fully automatic production. For 3 tons per hour, 3 to 5 labor is enough. It's the automatic feeding area. for this machine, the production capacity can be customized, so it depends on your requirements. This one is 2.5 tons per hour standard capacity, and if you don't have such big volume material, we also have 1 ton per hour, 1 ton per hour production capacity. Here are some other raw material. All these are coming from the Tetra Pak factories. As you can see, different material. Here there are some cardboard material and some craft paper. Let's see the laminate cardboard craft paper. 牛皮纸看一下，牛皮纸可以看一下吗？牛皮纸上没字儿。没有字儿。那些没关系。Let's see the craft paper material. This is cardboard. For cardboard material, you can also use the paper plastic separator to turn it into paper pulp. This Tetra Pak. Let's see the aluminum plastic film storage area. This part after separation, the Tetra Pak, with remaining polyol film, aluminum plastic composite film. These bills are from today's production. Aluminum plastic composite film. You cannot see any paper fiber remaining in the film, so the fiber loss can be controlled below 1%. Fiber loss rate can be controlled within 1%. Later you will see a truck come here to remove the aluminum plastic film to the downstream buyers. They will further treat the material, making it into plastic pellets. If you have any question for the process or the technology, please feel free to drop a message. Also, thank you for joining us today on this lab demonstration. Please don't forget to give us a like, share, and subscribe our channel for more behind the screen live streaming in the future. This grapple will automatically grab the material into the buffer hopper, and then it will automatically feed the material evenly. Here you can see all this raw material waiting to be processed. These are Tetra Pak waste. Over here, these are trimming material. This Jiangsu customer has done an incredible job setting up this facility. This full line is the high capacity, fully automated, and energy efficient. 咱去那边吧，这边停了。哎，看一下那个车。You can see a truck comes here to load the aluminum plastic composite film and transport to the downstream buyers. Let me walk you through the whole process again, okay? So first step, we have a grapple here for material loading. Load the material into the buffer silo, buffer hopper. The buffer material hopper will automatically feed the material gradually to the paper plastic separation area. This paper plastic separator is used to remove the paper pulp After the separator, it will go through the waste separation system. And here is the control cabinet. It's well protected. After the paper plastic separation, the plastic aluminum composite film will be discharged to the conveyor and then goes to the horizontal baler for baling. As for the paper pulp will go through the pulp and the slag separator to remove the impurities, remove the small plastic filaments or small impurities to make sure the paper pulp in high purity. After the slag separation, we'll go through the dehydration process. We use double-stage dehydration. First, we have an inclined screen to remove the water. Secondly, we use a rotary screen dehydrator to remove the remaining water. The plastic film over here goes through the horizontal baler for making into a 1.5 liter bale. After the dehydration process, the paper pulp falls down to the pulp filter and press equipment to further extract the water inside. And then all the water will fall down. We have the water circulation system. All the water will be collected to the centralized water tank for reuse. All the water is in circular use, and the water consumption is around 250 cubic meter. After filtration, pressing, and filter, the cardboard will go to the horizontal baler to make to the bale, and then we use the forklift to move the paper bale. You see, this factory is running at a high capacity. After within 10 minutes, one paper pulp bale will be discharged. Here are the strapping tab, PP tape, and this is after the filtration. The paper pulp after filtration. After the paper pulp filter press equipment, the water content is around 75%. So then after that, we use a horizontal baler. After the baler, the water content is around 65%. See the paper pulp board, high purity. If you have any question during the live streaming, please don't forget to drop your question into this live chat. We will answer it during the live stream. Okay, this is the discharge of the paper pulp. The end of the line.李总不在，我还想采访一下他。Let's speak with one of the operators who work here every day and let's see. 哎，你好，我能就是在直播吗？简单问您几个问题可以吗？可以吗？啊，他贵姓？
他姓李，是个汽修。
汽修哈，姓李。
对对。
哎，李刚，你好，我们在直播吗？能简单问您几个问题吗？就是
可以啊，
中文就可以。
你看我得懂的不懂你不要问。
行，没事没事。啊 ，OK。我先说英语，然后翻译完再给您讲中文。 Okay. Could you please help to introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a bit about your role? 您能简单介绍一下您自己，您贵姓以及您在咱们这个车间担当的什么角色吗？
我贵姓姓李，我在车间就是搞维修这一块，搞维修这块，其他的，在辅助厂干别的活。
Okay. Okay. So his name is Mr. Li, and he's responsible for the maintenance of this factory. 那我想简单的就是问一下，您觉得咱们这套设备运行起来怎么样？它的这个运行简单吗？维修的点位多吗？
这个机械也比较繁琐，这种机械话说也是说按正常的按维修，按标准的维修、检修、维护这一块的那个也比较也比较繁琐这块机械。
需要专业的培训。
哎，对，需要专业。
那设备安装好之后，一般我们都会安排人来对你们进行
我们干这一块，这是我们干这有1-20年了，我们对这有一定的专业，对，有一定专业。
Okay. Thank you. Well, I'm asking, what do you think about the machine, and is it easy to operate? And Mr. Lee said it's a very, he is working in this area for almost 20 years, so he is very experienced. So this type of machine operation, he know how to operate the machine and how to maintain the machine. He's very skilled. So in the future, if you have this type of facility, he also recommend you hire like an engineer or at least know this type of equipment, so it will be easier for the future maintenance. 那咱们这套设备安装当时的话，大概花了多少天呢？你还记得吗？
这台机具体我安装这机台机械不属于我们安装，属于厂方进别家的厂机，人家厂里出人来这组装的，我们来这具体管生产这一块。是的。
好的 ，OK， 谢谢。I'm asking, does he remember how many days it took for install the machine? And he said he's mainly responsible for the maintenance area. He don't remember and he don't know the installation. But in the past, when we sell the machine to this facility, our factory, we arrange the professional technician come here to provide them installation guidance. So it takes around 20 days to make the whole facility into fully operation. 好的，那我再问最后一个问题，就是您觉得这个出料效果怎么样？就是纸浆的出料效果，还有这个铝塑复合膜的出料效果。
出料效果也可以，质量说句话也是达标的，不然话我们这个生产等是卖不出去的，对吧？
我看咱这个产能是高负荷在运行。
哎，对，高负荷在运行。
有时候是不是2班倒在做？
现在行情不好的情况下，我们现在1班干，要是行情好时候，我们也2班干。
有时候2班。
哎，对，因为受这个打贸易战的影响，这方面对。
明白，谢谢。So 行，谢谢啊，辛苦您了。So I asked, hi Bahar, I got another online question from Bahar Omar. You want recycle machine for precious metal? Okay, no problem. If you want the precious metal recycling equipment, please leave us your email address and WhatsApp number. You will find our contact information under this live chat, live streaming, the description. So you can send us email and tell us your requirements, and then we will provide you, or salesperson will contact you and provide you more detailed information. Okay, back to the last question just now. I asked Mr. Li, how does he think about the output material quality? Are they satisfied? They said they are very satisfied with the paper pulp quality and the aluminum plastic film quality. Otherwise, they won't be able to run this factory so many years and under such big capacity. And also, he said, due to the trade war and some outside environments, sometimes their production indeed can be affected. But anyway, each day at least it's around 8 hours continuous running. And during the busy time, they even run 2 shifts. That means day and night, 2 shifts. Okay, that's all about the interview about the on-site operator. If you have any question, welcome to leave your message here. DC, Mr. DC, hi China, hi. Thank you for watching our live demonstration. We are right now in our Jiangsu customer set. to show you our Tetra Pak recycling facility online demonstration. Now we will go back to the beginning of the line to see the pre-treatment system, the cutting machine and the shredding machine. If you have any question about the machine, about the process, please feel free to drop your message here. If there is any specific area you want to see, you can let us know and then we can show you. All these are the raw material. A Tetra Pak waste. It's almost a lunch break, so you can see our workers here. Their workers here will have lunch break later. If you have any question during the live streaming, please feel free to let us know. Here is the pre-treatment area. First, we have a hydraulic cutting machine to cut the raw material into half. It's lunchtime. Workers are having lunch. This hydraulic system, hydraulic cutter, around 2.5 meter wide, so it can handle paper roll as long as the roll length within 2.5 meter. Let's see the raw material here. So some small roll, big roll, it doesn't matter as long as it's within 2.5 meter long and within the machine height, and then you can use the machine to easily cut it into half. It's the laminate material for Tetra Pak. We use the overhead crane to move this paper roll to the hydraulic cutting system to cut it into half. This is the cutter. So as long as your material roll total height is below here and the total length is below 2.5 meter, you can use the machine. Here is the control cabinet. High DC. What's the blade made of? It depends on the material, you know. It's kind of alloy steel. It's used hydraulic oil. Emergency stop, starting, move up and down. Very easy to operate, easy to maintain. High, yeah, steel material, alloy steel. Please don't forget to leave us your email address. Contact us by email or WhatsApp. We will send you specific, the more detailed, the technical information about this machine, about the shredder, and about the horizontal baler and the paper plastic separation equipment. Okay? Let's see the material after cutting. After cutting, all the raw material after cutting will move to this area, and we use another grapple to load the material into the heavy-duty double shaft shredder for shredding. This is the shredder. I got another question. What PSI does it go up to cut a roll? It depends. For this technical information, you can send us email and our salesperson will reply you with the detailed specification sheet, okay? Use this grapple to load the material into the double shaft shredder. Our factory, you know, we not only produce the Tetra Pak recycling equipment, we also produce different recycling projects like solar panel recycling machine, lithium battery recycling machine, e-waste recycling machine, and all kinds of some single equipment like different type of shredder, crusher, and separation equipment. For shredder, depends on the raw material you need to process. We have a double shaft shredder, single shaft shredder, and some continuous running horizontal plastic crusher. And this is double shaft shredder, but the shredding blade is specially customized for this Tetra Pak width. If the material you need to shred is metal or other type of material, we also have similar equipment, but with a special design. So you can leave us message, tell us what kind of material you want to handle, and then we will give you a proper suggestion and a proper solution. Okay? This shredder will shred the material into around 15 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. It's easier, it's the ideal size for further separation. As you can see at the on the discharge belt conveyor, there is a simple magnetic separator. It's a simple magnetic area to remove the inside error material. Let's see the material after shredding. After shredding, the material will be shredded into 15 centimeter long, 5 centimeter wide. Because of the space limit, so normally if you have enough factory, belt conveyor will go to the horizontal paper plastic operation directly. So it will be a fully automatic process. But this facility, because this customer, they have very limited space, so they need to, after shredding, use a hydraulic baler to make it into a paper bale, and then use a forklift to remove the material into the paper plastic separation area. This is the PP rope. It's used for the horizontal baler. It's very strong PP material. So here you also need one labor because you can operate the baler. Another 1 to 2 operators for pre-cutting and feeding of the material to the double shaft shredder. So here there will be another 3 operators. But if you have enough factory space, after the shredder goes to the paper plastic separator, then you will save at least 1 to 2 labor. So all in all, it depends on your requirements. Hi, DC. Where are the teenage mutant? 啥意思? Sorry, I didn't get you. Let me search. Teenage. Which country are you from? What does it mean? Teenage mutant. Ninja. Are you from India? Turtles. Oh my god. Kill me. I don't know. Why you are so humorous. If you have any question about our machine or process, please feel free to drop your question here. Okay. Now it's almost lunch time. All our workers go for lunch, for break. So as you can see, all the machines are stopped. Thank you everyone thank you so much for joining us today on this lab tour. I hope you enjoyed this behind the screen look at how Tetra Pak waste is transformed into valuable resource materials. If you are interested in this Tetra Pak recycling machine or some other equipment we manufacture, please feel free to leave us a message, to contact us by email or WhatsApp number. You will find us our contact information under the description of this lab demonstration. We are looking forward to see you next time, okay? Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to subscribe us and give us like and share. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.